let's have a discussion about what we learned last night about Quiroga, that is a person and that she lives here in Silver Dorado, and it's make a plan. Like, she's like, the drama, let's make a plan to go meet her. Angelique wants to go meet this woman right now. It's high noon. We really need to wait until the sun goes down. So I think that is what Mala is hopeful for, that like, let's just wait till the sun goes down. She will be here. She lives here. We'll take our time. Go make contact with her.
Okay, so Angelique can't wait anymore. It's high noon, it's a heat wave, and she wants answers. So I think I'm going to have Mala go ahead and go to the house where Quiroga is and just have her meet this woman alone. And since Angelique is in a flirty mood and she's in a good mood, I think she's okay with that. She's going to sit here and just wait to hear back from Mala.
So let's... Oh, Lord. That was horrible. Let's... I feel like we're going to probably make sort of a rude introduction because we're not feeling the best. It's like, do you know anyone named Quiroga? It's like, I am Quiroga. I knock on the door. See if she'll let us in. She's like, look, we've traveled all the way here from Glimmerbrook. All we have is your name. And this is Aaliyah Quiroga. So we have not gotten on the right foot with this woman at all. And we are just going to be very point blank and ask her, do you know anything about vampires? She's gonna want to know, first off, who are you? She's like, well, my name is Mala. I came from Glimmerbrook. I'm here with my friend. We are looking for a cure for vampirism. And I think for Quiroga or Aaliyah, that is probably the funniest thing that she has ever heard. She's going to let Mala know that the only cure for vampires is death. And she's going to tell her that her family were vampire hunters. They were spellcasters and vampire hunters. And they rid the entire region of Silver Dorado of vampires years ago. And so Mala is now, she's a little bit nervous about Angelique, but she still has questions. And she feels that she can sense that Quiroga is holding something back. So she's still going to ask her questions. She wants to know, all right, so your family, you were spellcasters and you were vampire hunters. In your search or in your hunting of vampires, did you ever know there to be a cure? And at this point, Quiroga is getting very agitated. She's getting very angry. She is uncomfortable, obviously, with this random stranger coming to her home and asking her a bunch of questions about things that she no longer deals in. As I've said before, spellcasters don't hunt vampires anymore. It's not necessarily that they are banned from doing so, but it's really frowned upon. And so they don't do it anymore. And really, she doesn't necessarily have to, because there are no vampires in Silver Dorado anymore. She's tired of this conversation. Like, she's just walking away. But I think there's also a part of her that wants to talk to somebody about the life that she had before. She lives in this huge house and she's all alone except for her familiar Caesar, who Mala is going to try and to introduce herself to. And Caesar is a Mexican hairless dog who's very vicious. And I had to create him because that is not a category of dog in The Sims, but I think it turned out pretty well. Mala is not giving up. She's not leaving. As you can see, she's sticking around. I think a lot of this might have to do with the poison. She's been poisoned, and so she is just wanting to once and for all get information out of this woman, and she's trying to figure out a way how she can do it. Like, she's like, please just tell me whatever you can about vampires. Come all this way.
And Quiroga's like, I've told you everything that I'm going to tell you. And Mala's like, no, you know more. I know you know more. I sense it. And Quiroga's going to make her a deal. How about I duel you for it? If you win, I will tell you everything that you want to know about vampires. If you lose, you leave and you never bother me again. And I think Mala is okay with that. She is okay with the terms of that deal. So that is what they're going to do. They're going to go in the backyard and they're going to duel it out. I've actually never done this interaction before. I don't know how it'll look. They've practiced dueling, but they haven't actually... I've done that, but I haven't actually seen my Sims actually duke it out. Okay. Oh! She got a shot on her. Mala's pretty good. She might get the information that she's looking for. Ooh, get her. Oh no. Oh. Oh. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. She lost. So no information for her. And I think that means that she is being told to go home. Okay. Mala did not get the information that she was seeking, unfortunately. Let's see. I don't think that Angelique's going to be too happy about that. And we're going to figure some stuff out here real quick. She got spanked. So first off, oh, cute little puppy. Hi, little puppy. Bye, little puppy. So cute. First off, we're going to go pee because she has to pee. Look at her. Look at her in here just dancing away. Spending an evening with a one guy meal prep. Why would you love to cook? You can't eat food. I'm sure she does. She's like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to tell Angelique about what just happened. Here, okay, let's go in. So Angelique's going to ask point blank, how did it go? Let's see, let's ask about our day. And she's going to tell her how it went. It went terrible. We are going to tell her about this horrible woman. If we can find her. There she is. So Quiroga is actually a vampire hunter. Her family hunted down every single vampire in Salvadorado and killed them. She wouldn't tell me anything about anything.
And I don't think this is at all going to sit well with Angelique. This idea that this woman won't tell them anything. She's not even concerned that she was a vampire hunter. She's concerned that this woman is holding back knowledge from them and they have traveled so far. So she's getting slightly irritated. She's still energized. She's still super pumped. And so I think that Angelique is going to come up with a way to get the information that she needs so that they can get closer to finding a cure.
We don't even have to knock on this door. We've got always welcome. We about to just stroll in. We're inside. And I think she's going to also turn into her dark form. Mala, go in. All right, we're in our dark form and we are coming. First off, can we do magic to this dog? He's trying to warn her. Can we do any kind of magic
to get this dog to go away. Give her treats. And while you're doing that, we're going to wake her up. And then we are going to cause her to hallucinate. Hold on. Pull out umbrella. Open your umbrella. Okay, and now we're gonna ask her some questions. We want to know everything that you know about pureblood. And this woman she is talking. So she is telling us everything that we want to know. So she's explaining that pureblood isn't just a reference to blood, but a bloodline. And she's explaining that there are several stories and rumors as to why this original spell was created, but many of these stories have in common that the spell was meant to be a blood-bound spell. Blood-bound spells are forbidden, and they only work on the bloodline it was meant for. And if any other bloodline is exposed to it, the spell becomes a curse. And so Quiroga is saying that the spellcaster who created the spell was a powerful caster, but that they were consumed by grief over the sudden death of their lover, a girl possibly called Mia Salazar, and is believed that the blood-bound spell he created was supposed to bring her back from death, but it backfired and turned the spellcaster into death. And she's saying that before anybody knew what was happening, half of Silva Dorado was cursed or turned into vampires. And she's saying that my family and other spellcasters in the region, we did everything we could to stop the curse from leaving the region. And we destroyed many vampires, but a lot of them escaped. She said that the spell is in the blood of vampires, but it will only do as it was intended to on those who are the same bloodline as the Mia woman. And so Angelique is asking who was the original spellcaster, and she doesn't know. She has no idea. The family of the spellcasters were stripped of their magic, and their names were never spoken again. All they know is Salazar, Mia Salazar. But a lot of people believe that Mia was murdered. They don't even think she was ever sick. They think she was dragged into the woods and killed, possibly by the spellcaster after he turned into a vampire. And really, that's the only thing that I know. Let's dispel the hallucination. We got all the information that we want, and I'm trying to get a deep drink to put her to sleep, essentially, so they can get out of Dodge. No! Hurry up! And then immediately we're getting teleported into here. As soon as this itch passes out. So, now we know. Is she gonna pass out? Really? We took a deep drink from you. There we go. Boom! We gotta get out of here. We have all the information that we need. So what we really need to do is go back home, but we have to go back to the time that we left. Okay, so the girls are back, and the spell actually worked even better than Mala thought it would. They were actually brought back to Saturday. If you remember, they left on a Sunday night. So those few days where they were gone in Silva Dorado have now been completely erased, and nobody outside of this spell, so outside of the two of them, knows that time had even passed. So they have all their memories, they have the knowledge that they went to go find, and so now they are back home thinking that no one else is the wiser. However, that isn't exactly the case. Now, as you saw, Angelique was feeling a bit sad, and I think it was because of everything that went down with
that woman, Quiroga, I can't remember her name anymore. I completely forgot it. But she's coming in the house. She's saying hey to John like nothing's changed. John is really focused. But there's something that's slightly off about John. There's something that is not quite right. She can kind of sense it as soon as she walked in, that he is not the same as far as his energy as he was when he left, or when they left. And she's gonna be like, what's wrong with you? You know, she came in, she said hello. He kind of brushed her off a little bit, and she's just like, what's wrong? And he's thinking to himself, or he says, what did you do? And she's thinking, what are you talking about? Like, I know that time has shifted. What did the two of you do? And immediately, Angelique gets on the defensive, because she's like, we didn't do anything. We went out, we went to the realm of magic, we're back. He's like, no, time has shifted. I know this feeling. I've had this before. Back when spellcasters used to hunt vampires, they used time shift spells to trick us and to throw us off. I know the feeling. And, you know, he's not just directing his anger towards Angelique. He's directing his anger towards Mala as well, because he knows that something's happened, and he feels as if they've been lying to him. And of course, Angelique is full on defensive. She's like, we've done nothing. You're being paranoid. I don't know why you're acting this way. And Mala just kind of standing back. And, you know, she has never used a time shift spell before. And so she doesn't know that. She always believed, or from what she understood, was that no one outside of the spell would be able to recognize a time shift spell. And so she's just like a little bit, she's not saying anything, she's not arguing, she's just kind of there right now. She's so freaked out right now. And John's like, you're not a child, I know you've done something. And Angelique is just, you know, trying to say, look, John, I don't know what you think we've done, but we haven't done anything. And her feelings are hurt because of how he's treating her. And he just sort of gets up and feels as if there's no winning. He knows that something has happened. She's lying to him. They both are. He thought that they were in a better place, in a good place, and he feels a little bit betrayed right now. So I am going to go ahead and end this part here. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by way of pressing the like button. Comment down below, what do you think about this part so far? Give me any suggestions. The girls now have a name, Mia Salazar, and they have a story about how vampires came to be, and they know now that the spell that was used was a bloodbound spell, and so now they have something to work with, at least. And something to go on. The leads are no longer cold, but definitely there is a lot of tension now between John and Angelique and Mala, and hopefully they'll be able to solve it. But again, if you haven't already and you want to see more content from me, please subscribe. I try to post every week, and I would love to have you be part of the Southie family. As always, my name is Cece, and I promise never to break your game. Bye.